The raging war in Ukraine is now nearly lasting as long as the First World War, but now there might be a chance of peace. This is according to the vision of US President Donald Trump, who is pushing all sides towards that goal in a series of spectacular diplomatic meetings, starting, of course, last Friday with the summit between him and Vladimir Putin in Alaska, and now followed up by a historic meeting in the White House between Donald Trump, Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, and half of the top leaders from Europe, from Chancellor Merz to Emmanuel Macron in France to Keir Starmer, as well as the head of the EU and NATO, were all present in a 6-hour marathon meeting. And the clue, in the middle of those negotiations, Donald Trump picked up the phone and called Vladimir Putin directly and indicated that Putin might be ready to meet Volodymyr Zelensky in a one-on-one. That would be a breakthrough, because Putin has always refused such a meeting. Of course, the devil is in the details, and there is a lot of negotiations still to be done, especially how much land Ukraine is willing to give up for a peace deal. Then there is the question of security guarantees for Ukraine by the West, and there are, of course, other issues. Vladimir Putin has indicated that he wants the entire eastern Ukraine, the entire Donbas. That seems to be a non-starter for Volodymyr Zelensky. Also a non-starter was the suggestion by Putin that he might meet Zelensky in Moscow. That was rebuffed immediately. Now the search for such a place is on. There are speculations that the meeting could be held in neutral Switzerland. Of course, Vladimir Putin would need a immunity for this trip to Switzerland, because there is an arrest warrant by the International Criminal Court against him because of war crimes. There are many hurdles still to be taken, but according to Donald Trump, who is really putting all his political capital here in play, he sees momentum, he sees hope, and he wants to push all the parties over the finish line. And of course, then that would mean for him to win the Nobel Peace Prize, and that is also one of his stated goals.